Hello! This is James. With the new spellbook cards coming out and the release of Gravekeepers Visionary, I thought it might be helpful to have a deck to farm the Gravekeepers cards, and that's Odeon and Ishtar. Odeon, you can use any old deck. Ishtar, she requires a little more finesse and precision because of all of her tributing of Gravekeepers monsters and all of their very powerful effects. Like she has 2 oracles, and when he gets tribute summoned, he can gain a bunch of attack, he can destroy all your set monsters, and he can power down all of your monsters, all of the farmer's monsters. So the way that we're going to get around that is we're going to have a deck that doesn't have any monsters sitting around to be destroyed or be depowered. We're using the good old raw deck. Now, this is different than the raw deck I usually use. So the way the raw Kiseitai deck works is you stall out with Temple and Massive Morph. You buff up the opponent's monsters, and then you infect them with Kiseitai, and then Kiseitai continuously provides you with life points until your final turn, when you normal summon Cosmic Compass. Cosmic Compass gives you 2 little tokens, and then you use a double summon of some form to tribute for your Divine Dragon of Ra, and then you pay all of your many life points in order to get Ra's attack huge and massive. And since your opponent has just been directing attacking you the entire time because you haven't had any monsters, Ra doesn't need any Pierce, Ra doesn't need any Secret Pass, Ra just attacks, but make sure that you set a Temple of the Mind's Eye on top of your active Temple so that Ra can do his full and glorious battle damage. But this is slightly different than the good old Ra deck that I've used in the past. So in the past, so the core cards are obviously Ra, Kiseitai, Temple, Massive Morph, and then Cosmic Compass usually are using anti-magic arrows, and then your double summon card, either double summon or a Rival Rivals. Rival Rivals does work with anti-magic arrows. You turn your toggle to on. When you enter the battle phase, you play a Rival Rivals, and then you chain anti-magic arrows, and then everything still works normally. What's different is these 7 cards. So basically, if you can, you use Curse or Windstorm. Basically, those cards buy you an extra turn. And then you have your healing cards, 3 healing cards, and 3 draw cards. So actually, what I think is the stronger version of the deck is using, for your draw card, you're using Crystal Seer. Basically, you can excavate 2 and then pick the best one, so you're digging down deeper in your deck. You're digging down 6 instead of just 3 with your Jars of Greed. And also, for your healing, either Supremacy Berry or Enchanted Javelin, increase your life points by the attack of 1 attacking monster, and especially when you can chain that to a Massive Morph, the monster attacks, you activate, what is it now? You activate Javelin, and then you chain Massive Morph, and then early in the second link they become huge, and then when the first link resolves, which is your Javelin, you get a big life point bonus, and that usually ensures a successful farm. But with Oracle destroying all the set monsters, we can't use Crystal Seer, so we need to use Jar of Greed for a draw card, and then we can remove our healing to our hand with Golden Ladybug. Golden Ladybug's a pretty good healing card, continuously providing you with 500, 1,000, or even 1,500 life points during each of your standby phases. And Temple of the Mind's Eye keeps all of the damage that you take to 1,000, so even if you're taking Massive Morph piercing damage, it's still only 1,000. And I only have, well, now I have 2 Gravekeepers Chiefs, but I only have 1 Gravekeepers Priestess. So I want to be ready for the spell books. Yes, we'll exit without saving. So Ishtar, she drops Priestess, and Chieftain and Gravekeeper's Stell, which is it's a normal spell. Here. Chieftain, Priestess, no, it's just Chief. And then Gravekeeper's Stell, target 2 Gravekeepers in your graveyard, add those targets to your hand. So this is sort of like a Jar of Greed for Gravekeepers. At the cost of 1 card, you get 2 cards that you've already gotten your value out of. And Odeon is a pretty easy farm. You can use something like the Gate Guardian farm deck for him. You just can't use this deck because of Decayed Commander. So this deck just allows a lot of direct attacks to your body, and Decayed Commander, when he direct attacks you, he causes you to discard a card. And then for the balance skill, you can use Restart, you can use Draw Sense Dark, you can use... I'm using Balance because I have Balance on my Ishizu, and I'm trying to level her up some. And Balance with 7 trap cards, we're guaranteed a trap. We're guaranteed... Okay, so the Oracle is going to blow away the Kiseitai. And we're going to draw a card. And there's the Shaman. And, yeah, we're going to Massive Morph that. But hopefully we get another Kiseitai. Alright, Jar of Greed, that's fine. So with this, we're guaranteed a trap. We're not guaranteed a spell. But we are guaranteed at least, I think, 1 or 2 monsters. Okay, great. Another Kiseitai. Now, if she plays Gravekeeper Spear Soldier, that's actually... So you can select the monster that attacks into your Kiseitai, and obviously you want to select the biggest one possible, so you can get the most amount of life points. But if there is a Spear Soldier, you want to just go ahead and Massive Morph that, because that's what's going to attack into your Kiseitai. Because it does the pierce damage, so the AI just assumes that you... The Ishizu AI always attacks face downs with Gravekeeper's Spear Soldier because of the pierce damage. Alright, our turn, and good thing we have Massive, so we're going to put Massive Morph onto the Oracle, and then we're going to have plenty of healing for next turn. Alright, so we're in good shape, but the thing with using this deck, so it's not as easy as other raw farm decks are, because she constantly tributes off her Gravekeeper's monsters. Okay, here's another Massive Morph. But as long as you're able to, get the Massive Morph and get the Kiseitai on there, then you should be able to ride the storm. Okay. And then now, so I'm actually not going to Massive Morph this Oracle again, in case she has another tribute, like she'll tribute it for Shaman. Okay, but she's not doing that. That's great. Generally, you do want to wait, hold off on playing your Kiseitais because they get destroyed by Oracle. But she doesn't always have Oracle, so sometimes you just need to make the decision to infect with the Kiseitai, even though it may be suboptimal. Okay, end of our turn. It's looking good. And make sure you keep track of the number of cards in your hand, because you don't want to discard your third Temple of Mind's Eye. So you play the first one, you can discard the second one, but you do need the third one so that Ra can do battle damage. Kiseitai heal. Oh, yeah, okay, see? That's why we saved the Massive Morph. Alright, so tributes for the Visionary. But you know what? So this is why this actually works for Ishizu, because Temple keeps the damage low, and even though your Kiseitais are constantly getting tributed, well, not tributed, but the monsters that they're attached to, or they keep getting tributed, your Temple keeps the damage low, and then again, as long as you reinfect, you're able to keep your life points high. Alright, so see, we have one temple and we have two temples. So now when we go into our end phase, we're actually going to discard a temple, but we cannot discard the third one. We need to make sure that we keep that. Okay, and you know what, we're just going to go ahead and... No, you know what, we're going to save the curse. We're going to save the curse. Curse is good. Curse is like a free extra turn of life. We're not going to mask until we see another Kiseitai. Okay, Golden Ladybug. Yes. And yes. So 2 Golden Ladybugs, that negates 1 attack. But we're actually going to discard 1 because we need all of these other cards. And... yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's Massive Morph you. I mean, how many Kiseitais do we have left? I think there's 2 in the graveyard, so there should be 1. Up, there he is. 3rd Kiseitai. Alright, we're going to gain our life points. And we're going to set our Kiseitai. And this will be plenty of healing for Ra. Alright, plays another Necro Valley. Not sure why. Now, so see, the Massive Morph monster, as long as Spear Soldier is not in the mix, the Massive Morph monster attacks into the face down. If there is Spear Soldier, even if you Massive Morph the Oracle or the Visionary or whatever, the Ishizu AI will always attack face downs with the Spear Soldier because of the piercing damage. Alright, so we're good. We're good now. And Golden Ladybug. Yes. And yes. And we're gonna end our turn. And we're gonna discard a Ladybug. Kiseitai is gonna give us a big heal. And we're not going to curse because we need everybody in attack position to receive the blessing of the Divine Dragon. Alright, so here we draw our last card. It's a Jar of Greed, thanks. That's why I prefer Crystal Seer. We are going to activate Golden Ladybug in the hand. We're not going to chain Curse, but we are going to turn our toggle to on. Let's make sure that we don't click on Curse. We're going to normal summon Cosmic Compass. We will activate the effect. Cosmic Compass summons tokens up to the number of monsters that the opponent controls. So as long as she has 2, you're fine. Alright, so that's our normal summon. And then make sure you set your temple before you enter the battle phase. Now it's safe to enter the battle phase. Toggle is set to on. We're going to activate Arrival Rivals. We're not going to chain Curse. We're going to normal summon our Winged Dragon. Tribute. 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 We will activate the effect of the Winged Dragon. And then so Curse kind of messes it up, but as long as you have the toggle set to on, you chain anti-magic arrows. And I think she has a trap that could mess this up, but we're just going to attack into the Priestess for over 10,000 damage, wreathed in glorious fire. Okay, we win, and let's check out our goodies. I'm coming for this. Okay. Alright, so see, with the Divine Monster bonus, we get over 8,000, but it doesn't avail us in the rewards category. Alright, let's try that again. Go to the gate. Ishizu, level 40. So again, playing this against the Ishizu requires a little finesse. It's not as easy as the raw Kiseitai farms usually are because of all the tributing. But the numbers are there to for the farm to be successful. It's less consistent because if her summons are spaced out, that's why I was holding off on the massive morph. If her summons stay spaced out, then you can win. But if she is constantly tribute summoning her big monsters and undoing the work of massive morph and Kiseitai, then that's not a good time. Alright, so we're going to activate Temple of the Mind's Eye and end our turn. So even though we got 2 combo pieces, which sucks, we got 3 cards that are very useful. Alright, so we already got the Oracle out. We don't have to worry about our Kiseitais anymore. I think she has 2, actually. Anyway, but I don't think if she already has one out, she doesn't summon the other one. Yeah, I'll allow it. Because if she gets out a Spear Soldier, I want to infect him. And then, so you go Jar of Greed to see which... Alright, so that's Assailant. I like to see Assailant, because Assailant is not special. No, we're not going to change. Alright, we get another Massive Morph. We're going to allow Assailant to attack, but we're going to Massive Morph the Oracle. End turn. Alright, Golden Ladybug. Definitely activating that Golden Ladybug. I think we're going to need Curse this time around. Alright, we're going to end our turn. Okay, I guess maybe not. See that Kiseitai? Yeah, boy. Alright, and yes. No. And there's set the Kiseitai. End the turn. Okay. Alright, that's annoying. Okay, so here's the Spear Soldier. We Massive Morph the Oracle in anticipation of his glorious healing. But now the Spear Soldier, which is going to do this thing with Necro Valley. The Spear Soldier, so see, even though the Oracle is handicapped by Massive Morph, she still attacks with Spear Soldier because that's the programming to get the pierce damage. So there is no pierce damage because Kiseitai negates the attack, and we get attacked with Assailant. Alright, so good thing we have Curse, and we're going to end our turn, but we're going to Massive Morph the Spear Soldier. Activate the effect of Golden Ladybug in your hand. Definitely. And yeah, we're going to Massive Morph the Spear Soldier. And if everything goes pear-shaped, we have Curse. Kiseitai is going to give us 2,000 points of healing. Alright, fantastic. Spear Soldier is going to get double infected. And we're going to allow that. Alright, Jar of Greed, which we can't set because of Curse and our 2 Kiseitais. That's fine. I have a feeling that Curse is going to come up pretty soon, so we're not going to preemptively activate it. We're going to gain 4,000 life points from our 2 bugs. And, oh, just an Assailant. But, like, Visionary's coming. And... yes. Going to gain every life point possible. Oh, now we see all the Jars of Greed. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, another Assailant attack. Alright, this is going pretty well. Temple of the Mind's Eye. Okay, we need that. But we're not going to get too big for our britches. We're not just going to pop the Curse, because there are still 2 more tribute monsters lurking around in her deck. But we have a good amount of life points. We don't, and there's no rush on the Jars of Greed. I'll discard them if I must, and it looks like I must. Oh no, actually, okay, so before you discard, check to see, okay, did I discard a temple? I did not. So when I end my turn, I'm going to discard my second temple. I must keep my third in my hand. We're not gonna pop curse. Alright, so see, alright, so we're pretty safe at this point. Even if everything goes to hell, with all the tribute summoning, temple keeps the damage low. So even if we don't have our Kiseitai healing, we'll still be able to finish the farm, especially with curse. And what I was saying before about Jar of Greed, you only need draw cards in the raw farming deck. Oh yes, we're definitely doing that. We only need draw cards in the raw farming deck in order to deck out before the opponent. So we're actually going to discard that, and it just ends the farm faster, so that you don't run into as much nastiness like this nastiness. Okay, so there's the Visionary, and alright, we're not going to curse. We're not going to curse because next turn she's going to have a third monster. There you go, Ladybug. Alright, so we heal for 1,000 damage. So 2 Ladybugs, they negate an attack each turn. And we're going to speed things up a little with our Jar of Greed. So even though we don't... I think we're out of Kiseitais. Maybe. Even though we don't have our healing... oh, there's one. We're still in good shape. Yes. Yes. I wish you didn't have to click each one. And yes. Okay, and then we're going to set the Kiseitai. Kiseitai is also blocking the damage, keeping our life points high. Just all parts of this deck work together. And... okay, I should have set rivals or anti-magic arrows, but that's fine. Alright, we're going to discard a Ladybug. We still have plenty of life points, we're good. Alright. Alright, yeah, so we're going to infect the Gravekeepers Spear Soldier. And we're going to end our turn, just in case of another Oracle. Alright, this temple we need to hang on to. I'm harping on the temple because sometimes I forget, and then Ra only does 1,000 damage, and then I feel very silly. But that's not going to happen this time. And we're going to end our turn, and we're going to discard one more Ladybug. Kiseitai is going to give us the heal, and no curse, so that we maintain all of the monsters in attack position. And look, we have enough life points to get over 10,000 damage, and with a little left over, and we didn't even need our third Massive Morph. Yes, just gonna get that little bit of extra damage for Ra, and then we're going to set the Temple of the Mind's Eye, and we're going to normal summon. Click yes, and you have to click yes twice. There's the first token. We will special summon another monster. There's the second token. Alright, now we're good. Now we can enter. No. Turn this to on. Now we can enter the battle phase. We will activate Rivals. I'm not going to chain curse. I'm going to normal summon. Yes. Tribute. We'll activate the effect of the Winged Dragon of Ra. We will not activate curse, but we will chain anti-magic arrows. And yeah, we can crash into the big boy. 13,600 damage to the face. And let's see those rewards. So, even though it seems like it shouldn't work, it does. Because usually the Ra deck it maintains so many life points that Ra's attack reaches 65,535. Like that's the maximum. It doesn't go any higher. So this deck is so effective that it can work even under unoptimal conditions, as long as you're not getting direct attacked by Decayed Commander, as in the case of the Odeon farm. So this is my Ishizu farming video using good old Ra. Thank you for watching.